Good afternoon. I'm Sherry Duff, the principal here at Pleasure Ridge Park High School. We're so excited to welcome all of our guests in attendance today. We especially want to thank Governor Beshear and our community partners for being here. We appreciate all you do to support JCPS and our students. Also, welcome to our other government representatives, as well as Dr. Polio and members of our JCPS team. I also want to recognize our friends from the Academy of Shawnee and Fairdale High School. I'm proud to be part of this team and this community where we all work together to enhance the lives of JCPS students. We have many esteemed people here to speak today, and I'm excited to hear what Governor Beshear is going to share with us. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce Andy Beshear, the governor of our wonderful state of Kentucky.
Well, thank you, Principal, and thank you to Pleasure Ridge Park for hosting us today. Thank you, Representative Jenkins, for having us in your district. I want to thank everybody for being here today on what I hope will go down as an incredibly important day for Kentucky students, for this community, and for workforce development in this Commonwealth. Today, I'm excited to announce the launch of what we hope will be a truly transformational program right here in Jefferson County, one where we set a bold goal, a goal that values every one of our students through a program that can cement Kentucky's rightful place as an economic leader of the future. We sit at a unique place in time, one of uncharted waters for our state. We have an economy on fire with over $10.3 billion in new investment this year, and it's not quite Thanksgiving. We've announced over 12,000 new jobs. We find ourselves at a moment where our dreams of never being a flyover state ever again are being realized. It is an amazing moment, but we still face challenges. We have a workforce shortage and a need for more Kentuckians to fill amazing new jobs that pay living wages. We have an education gap where we need more Kentuckians securing both 4-year and 2-year degrees, as well as certificates for specialized skills. And finally, we have too many of our youth who've lost hope, those that get lost in our education system or sometimes even our criminal justice system. They deserve something good to look forward to strive for, a bright future available for everyone. So today, we take a bold step in addressing these challenges that hopefully will be one part of moving our state and our people forward. Everybody Counts is a new partnership between Jefferson County Public Schools, Evol 502, 4 of Louisville's largest employers, local leaders, and community organizations. Each of these partners is stepping up with the belief that every young adult has value. Each one of you is special and important, and that every single young adult should be able to choose their path for success, and in time, if they choose, change their path for success. Everybody Counts is both a goal and a program created to present every JCPS student with a pathway forward with multiple options for their success. Put simply, before their graduation, this program aims to have every senior signed up for higher education or already placed in a good-paying job, or in some cases, both. Pretty exciting. Far too often, we see our young adults graduate and we expect them to figure out, to navigate their pathway forward. We expect them to figure out where to go or how to afford a post-secondary education. Or we expect an employer and these recent graduates to somehow find one another. More often than not, that connection doesn't happen or doesn't happen quickly enough to ensure that all of our young adults are on that path forward immediately after graduation. Everybody Counts is going to create these connections, making sure this next chapter in our students' lives is set before they walk across the graduation stage. And this program will be operationalized by leaders in this room. They include 4 great employers that are ready to step up and employ as many graduates as possible, while also each one of them providing opportunities for future education. They are pillars in the Jefferson County community: Ford Motor Company, UPS, GE Appliances, a hire company, and Kroger. Let's give them a round of applause. I want to thank these 4, we could call them founding employers, for their effort. And we have representatives that you'll hear from each today. Each will speak shortly and share what this program will mean for their companies. But also, I can tell you, from having spoken to every single one of them, how excited they are to provide future pathways, whether within the company, advancement in the company, future possibilities at higher education, or bringing someone in and placing them in that path all at the same time. Their commitment that they are showing here today goes deep, that it is about more than simply a bottom line, that they are pledging their support to this community and to the future of our great state. It's important that we recognize there is another step to ensuring success for this program, and that's through the involvement of community leaders and organizations without whose support this program would not be possible. And their voices and leadership are critical to ensuring this endeavor is inclusive and that we get it right. These organizations include Evol 502, a program already working and doing a great job in increasing the number of Kentuckians pursuing higher education. So I want to thank Marlon Cole, Executive Director of Evol 502, for being here today. And you're going to hear about the great work they do and how we hope we can expand its impact, bringing more opportunity to even more JCPS students. Also here with us is Sadiqua Reynolds of the Louisville Urban League, Reverend Dr. Kevin Cosby, who's here in part on multiple sides of this, from Simmons College and St. Stephen Baptist Church. We have the Reverend and Pastor and Dr. Bruce Williams, as well as Todd Dunn of UAW Local 862. Also with us showing this support goes all the way up to the federal level, Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher and Congressman John Yarmouth. Let's give them all a round of applause for being a part. So I'm excited, but I'm also going to be entirely transparent. We are rolling this out fast, probably too fast. That means with this program, we're going to be building the airplane while we are flying it, so expect some bumps along the way. Expect us to potentially have to pivot. Expect us to encounter challenges that we might not have expected, and to have to make changes, alterations to ensure success. But everybody involved here today believe the speed we are doing this at is so critical, because we cannot tell the current senior class that we won't be ready for a year. It's too important to reach these students and to just do the best that we can, knowing we will improve over time, but waiting is not an option. There are too many young people who deserve this same opportunity at the end of this school year as we'll be able to provide at the end of the next school year. Big moments in history deserve big statements and urgent initiatives like this one. Together, we're creating something that has never been done before, and this program will state the message very loud and clear that here in Kentucky, every young adult counts, every single one. We want to give these students not just a chance, but multiple good options. Our goal is to have materials ready for every student on or before February 1st, 2022. The materials will include both information on higher education and options that'll get in front of every student, as well as concrete job opportunities with these 4 great companies. Jobs that can start soon after graduation and will continue to present educational opportunities through that employment. If we're going to dream big, then we got to swing big. If we want to grasp our destiny as being an economic leader, as not being the flyover state but the destination, we have to ensure we don't lose a single person, that we take everybody's value and ensure that those options at that bright future, to be a part of something special, is there for every single student. This is how we make real, positive change while also moving our state forward in really special ways. And at this historic moment, my hope is that we get it right. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Polio, Superintendent of JCPS, who will be followed by a litany of speakers, and they all have their order. We're not going to introduce them separately because we have so many people involved at the launch of this. We want to make sure you hear from every single one. And then we will end up with Congressman Yarmouth and Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher closing us out. So with that, Dr. Polio, thank you for your commitment. I will tell you, our very first phone call we had, he very quickly not only said, we are in, but it's the right time, it's the right idea. We will operationalize this, and together we're going to have the success that our students deserve. Let's give him a round of applause.
All right, we got a lot of speakers today. My communications team told me I have 90 seconds. That is foreign to me to speak for 90 seconds, so I've got to get moving quickly. This is a really, really exciting day for us here in JCPS. I do want to thank a few people first. Our principals, our high school principals that are here in the room right now. I think I see Kim Rice from Shawnee, Brandy Corbin from Fairdale, and obviously Sherry Duff from PRP. Thank you for your hard work. Running a school is always hard. I've said this a lot on any time period. Running a high school is extremely challenging. Running it during a pandemic with all the challenges we face, probably 10 times as hard, and they have just stepped up and been great leaders. So thank you very much for your hard work. To our students sitting out here, I believe we all seniors here, all of our seniors sitting out here right now. And we come here and I'm so excited because it's for these young people right here. Think about their experience. Their sophomore year in high school got cut early, March 13th, because of the pandemic. We didn't return to school that year. All of last year, predominantly out of school, doing virtual, losing out on a lot of these activities that are so special to high school kids. And coming back this year, which we have a more normal situation, but still very challenging with COVID still amongst us. And so it's been hard and difficult for them, and that's why I take so much pride in being able to stand up here and say, this class in JCPS is the first one, the only one, and I would say maybe the only class in the nation where the district and the community is promising them full tuition scholarship and a full-time job at one of the companies that are pillars in our community right now. And that, I don't think, is taking place anywhere else. And I can't thank enough the governor and all of these companies that are standing behind our kids and saying, we're going to lift you up and make sure that you are successful. So thank you very much for this. It is a momentous time. And I really want to say this to the community. I think it's important to know that we must make sure that there's not just two pathways, that it's college or career. The fantastic part about Evol 502, along with this initiative, is now it can be college and career for every single JCPS student. And JCPS students, instead of going off and maybe accruing a large amount of debt, can now have their tuition paid for and have a full-time job in one of our pillar companies in this community. And that is something that is a game changer for our students and will make all the difference in the world. So I'm so excited to see our students in JCPS have the opportunity for college and career like no other district across America. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Marlon Cole with Evol 502, and always love the opportunity to get back in school, and thank you for having us today. Evol 502's vision is to ensure that every child in Louisville is prepared for college, career, and a successful, productive life. Education and workforce training is at the foundation of that preparation, opening doors to lifelong careers and increased lifetime earnings for our youth. Thanks to this community and the leadership in this community for their support, a little over a year ago, we announced the launch of the Evol 502 Scholarship. It is our goal to remove the barriers to post-secondary education by offering all eligible students a tuition-free associate's degree, technical credential, or other certification at any of our Kentucky community and technical colleges like Jefferson. Thank you. Or Simmons College of Kentucky, our community's HBCU. And it is our goal to make this possible for an entire generation of students. This fall, we welcomed our first class of scholars, approximately 600 2021 JCPS graduates to college. And just a month ago, we were able to make the promise through this year's 8th graders, the class of 2026. We know we must provide viable options and opportunities to meet the individual needs of our students and to keep them engaged and on track. Evol 502 is focused on providing some level of education beyond high school for all students and growing the educational attainment of our city. And we know that providing students pathways to career opportunities and other supports are important steps in ensuring their success. If we are going to bring about the transformational change that we all desire and deserve in this community, then we must ensure that all citizens have the opportunity to become active contributors to the economic well-being of Louisville. So Evol 502 welcomes the opportunity to partner with our major employers to provide pathways for our scholars and other JCPS students to careers that will allow them to reach their full potential and in many instances break that cycle of poverty in their families. So thank you.
To our governor, I want you to know that I am elephant elated and hippopotamus happy. And let me tell you why I am elephant elated and hippopotamus happy. I'm happy because our governor has cast a bold vision. And a vision is simply this: moving beyond what is present and embracing what is possible. And the vision that he has cast for you is so bright that you should, from this point on, walk around with sunglasses on. Because whether anyone has told you this lately, your future is bright. It was already bright in some sense before the governor made this announcement, but it's even brighter today. And if I could just summarize what he is saying to you, and he mentioned it in his presentation, he is saying to you this, something that often you don't hear enough: that you have value, that you have value, that you matter. Now, I'm a president of a college, Kentucky's only private historical black college and university, Simmons College of Kentucky, one of the oldest 101 HBCUs in the United States of America. But first and foremost, I am a pastor. That is my primary calling. I'm a minister. The first line in the Bible, in the Hebrew Bible, reads this: Bereshith bara Elohim. In the beginning, God barad. And the word bara, or create, is a metaphor that literally means this: cut down a tree. That's what bara means. The idea is this, is that anything you need, you might not realize it, but it's probably in that tree. So when an old person needs a cane to lean on, guess what you should do? Cut down a tree, because the cane is in the tree. Or if a person needs a box spring to put a mattress on, cut down a tree, because the box spring is in the tree. Or if you want a door for your house so that the door will say goodbye when you leave and hello when you come home, cut down a tree. Or if you get some lettuce lodged in your teeth, cut down a tree, get you a toothpick. Because everything is hidden in that tree. And just like that tree, if manufactured, has unlimited possibilities, you have unlimited possibilities, perhaps that you didn't know you had. And this initiative, Everybody Counts, says you have value. We're going to help bring out something in you so that you can be all that you were intended to be. And when you are aspiring, always remember that no dream is too extreme. And if you're looking for a good school to help you get there, don't forget Louisville's Historical Black College and University, which is a school open for all people. And that's Simmons College of Kentucky. Put you some sunglasses on with your bad self.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sadiqua Reynolds, President and CEO of the Louisville Urban League, and I first want to thank the governor so much for including the league in this really important announcement and in this important conversation, and I'm really glad to see students here. I want to tell you the Louisville Urban League's focus is jobs, justice, education, health, and housing, and so we're not surprised that these 4 employers would step up, and I really do want to thank GE, Ford, Kroger, and UPS. Those are long-term corporations that we have had significant partnerships with, and so I appreciate them being the leaders in this initiative, because I think it is important for every person in this Commonwealth of Kentucky to have as many options as possible. I want, and the Louisville Urban League wants to see Kentucky be not only an economic leader, but also an education leader. And it is so important for me and for the folks at the league that you all understand the need we see for higher education. I'll tell you my story just really quickly. I actually, in high school, was a co-op student. I left school at 11:30 to go to work at 12 o'clock at a company called Clark Equipment. I left that company, and then at night I worked from 5 to 9 p.m. at another job. I did that during my senior year. I worked through college, so I know that this can work. I know that it can work, and I want you all to understand how important it is for us to know that you can do this and that you have options. Number one, and I think it's important, and I really do thank the governor for including Marlon Cole and Evol 502, because I want you to hear, and I want to make sure you take back to your parents that because you live in Kentucky, because you live in Louisville, in Jefferson County, you have access to funds to pay for college. That is the number one thing that I want to make sure you take away. Yes, please clap for that. Go ahead, I'll take that. Absolutely. That is the number one priority. The second thing that you should take away from this press conference is that we have 4 companies who are not only willing to invest, to take people on to say, I'd like for you to come work for me, but they are also interested in higher education too. They're interested in investing in that. So when I talk to these folks independently, Kroger, UPS, we know what they're doing around helping people to make sure that if they're ready to go to college, they can do that. So we want people in those companies taking advantage of those opportunities. We know that we can change outcomes in Kentucky, and we can do that with this initiative. I think it is a tremendous asset for us, and we cannot waste it. I always have my concerns. I'm always worried. I always want people, especially you all, to understand the importance of higher education and the need to really be able to think and make strong decisions for yourselves. And also, we want to see economic situations change for entire families, and we know we do that through education, but we also do that through great jobs, that pay living wages, that give you an opportunity to advance, and that also are willing to invest in your higher education. So I stand here today as the president of the Louisville Urban League, excited to partner, thankful for this governor, and thankful for these 4 companies willing to invest in every person in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Thank you.
I'll tell you what, trying to follow Miss Sadiqua, the governor, and definitely Reverend Cosby, you stole a lot of words out of my mouth, but actually I'm just going to say we thought of them at the same time. So we want to thank the good Lord for waking us up, putting us on planet Earth today. That's first and foremost, right? And then secondly, I just want to talk a little bit about my voyage, right? So I'm proud. I'm a proud graduate of JCPS. I was always one that wanted to leave it better than I found it. I believed in servant leadership. Just in talking with my good friends, Vice President of UAW, Margaret Shekels today, and also President David James, who's in the crowd, we were talking about education and how more important is it to be called upon as a leader. I'm just fortunate to be 50 years old. I'm fortunate to have come up through a union family. Some of our youth know what unions are and some don't. But as you grow older and you walk that walk, right? So it's about that genuine walk. And if you think that there's coincidence happening in your life, you need to think about luck. You don't have luck. You're not lucky. You make your own luck. And you make things happen. So if that stone is laid before you, it's for me and Reverend Cosby to step on at the same time today to talk to you. If that ornately connects with you, then that's what it's all about. It's about a genuine walk with our community. And you have to remember at some point in time in your life, it all becomes relative. Things change. So as you're going through school, you know that things change going through school and you have opportunities. If you have an opportunity to work for Ford Motor Company or any one of these other companies or companies that are union or non-union, know that you've got a friend, John Alkire. I work with John Alkire for so many years now. I'm a 27-year employee at Ford Motor Company. I went to school. I went to go to college. I had to be put overseas. I was a military, Army military police. So I went through one semester of college, had to uproot, leave, go fight for my country, come back. It was a time in my life I couldn't continue school. I had to go to work. Ford Motor Company took a chance on me, 8/18/95. That was my born-on date. But since then, I decided that I wanted to give back, not just go to school on the side as I could and learn and help my colleagues and help my workers, but you have an opportunity within Ford Motor Company to even advance to better jobs, to be able to have other education, become apprentices, right? And all in all, at the end of the day, take care of your families and then leave it better than you found it for the other youth coming up. So I thank you for allowing me to talk to you, and I thank for the bold initiative of the governor to call upon me, because it's an honor for me to tell you how honored it is to watch you and the opportunities that you're going to have. Thank you very much.
Wow. Well, good afternoon. So I'm Ann Reed, the president of Kroger, and just want to thank the governor and our partner retailers and all the representatives of the community. You should all be so proud of yourselves and excited with this opportunity. I also want to take a moment to wish you happy week of Thanksgiving. What a great opportunity to be here today. So at Kroger, our purpose is to feed the human spirit, and we do this by serving communities where we operate. It's an exciting time to work in the grocery retail industry, and as one of the leading employers and retailers in the United States, we are committed to offering associates lots of opportunities and a career with purpose, competitive pay and benefits, as well as flexible schedules. We want all of our associates to have a rewarding and uplifting experience while providing our customers with a friendly, fresh, and full experience. And you may be wondering what it's like to work at Kroger, and maybe some of you do already. We have 19,000 associates in this region, and even though that may seem kind of big, we do work really hard to be a small town community feel. We do have big opportunities, and that's one of the reasons why I've been here for 28 years. And just like all of our other community leaders here today, I started with Kroger as an assistant store manager and have worked my way up through the organization. What I would tell you is that we genuinely give back and believe in helping. We believe in our associates first and want a collaborative, diversive community where we can all work together for the betterment and to serve our customers and our communities. We want you to feel inspired and empowered. And I'm here to tell you there are so many career opportunities. So we have folks today that come for a job but stay for a career. And they may start as a part-time associate, but the jobs we want to offer our graduates today are specialists, department leaders, e-commerce leaders. If you have an interest in working in data analytics or a purchaser or somebody that wants to work in category management, we have those jobs for you. Pharmacists, pharmacy technicians. And the exciting part is that we have all kinds of benefits. You think about wages and benefit packages. For our hourly associates, we offer pension as well as health care. For our management teams, we have all kinds of opportunities for growth. Continued education, I know that was mentioned several times. The Kroger family of companies has tuition reimbursement, and it's called Feed Your Future. Offers up to $21,000 for both part-time and full-time associates, covers a GED up to a PhD, and it's a great, outstanding benefit for all of our associates. We also know that sometimes you just need a little help with maybe stress management and wellness. We want to be there to offer you all kinds of support. We have 24/7 help with our Magellan services, as well as Better Health for wellness and mental health. We also have all kinds of flexible schedule, perks, discounts on food, as well as electronics, travel, and more. We know a career looks different for everyone, so we want to strive to give you the tools to be successful so that you can create your own path for success. No matter where your journey begins, we hope you fall in love with Kroger because we want you to come for a job and stay for a career just like I did. Thank you so much.
Raise this up. Good afternoon. My name's Tony Georges. I'm the Vice President of Human Resources for UPS Airline, which you may not know, but the airline globally is headquartered right here in the city of Louisville. We see Everybody Counts as a win-win, not only for the Commonwealth and the city, certainly all the employers and community partners, but for you, the JCPS current and future graduates. This is an incredible opportunity. UPS has over 30,000 employees in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. We call them UPSers. They are the lifeblood of us delivering on our mission, which is moving our world forward by delivering what matters. One example, we've recently topped 900 million vaccines delivered globally. And what you may not know is almost every one of them passed right through here in Louisville. So Governor, we want to thank you for Everybody Counts. This is a bold move for the Mayor Fisher, Dr. Polio, for the continued partnership. We've been in this business for a while through School to Work, through our investment in academies of Louisville, and we've been paying college tuition through partnerships with the state and the city for over 22 years through our Metropolitan College program. So we just want to say thank you. We're excited, and our only question with 34 delivery days left before Christmas is when can we start? So thank you.
Thanks, Governor. Principal Dunn. Earl Jones, Associate General Counsel at GE Appliances. Well, our CEO and our leadership team is committed to Everybody Counts, and that's because it's in the spirit of efforts we've been involved in for quite a while now, both with the school system as well as with some of these groups, some of these service organizations like the Urban League and others here in Louisville. I think that the real advantage that this new program that the governor is focused on here is that it allows us to move from things I think that we all, do pretty well, and that is to make opportunities for those students who already may have found their way forward, and to begin to focus on those who may have gotten lost somewhere in the system or who may be unprepared to really think about what their futures are by dint of the circumstances in which they find themselves. And I think if we now look to focus on that group and to bring to bear both the experience of the school system together with these service agencies and have the employers, like us at GE Appliances, to turn and to focus more on what we can do by bringing all these groups together to now no longer look at things in the way we've historically done, sort of same old, but now realize that the needs of today's workforce are changing very significantly. And as younger people come into the workforce, their expectations are very different. And so we need to adjust to that, as we hope together we can adjust to each other, and you can begin to understand the needs of a large organization when it begins to employ people. I think it's a mutual learning experience that we'll have to go through, but I think at the end, with the support of all these folks and the governor's leadership, we'll be able to do that. So thank you all. Look forward to seeing you.
Good afternoon. My name is John Alcar. I'm the Human Resources Manager at the Ford Motor Company Kentucky Truck Plant. Very honored to be here today. Thank you for inviting us, Governor. Ford has a long and proud history of being in the community in the Louisville community. Been here for over 100 years. And we currently employ over 13,000 employees between our two assembly plants and support jobs at more than 200 suppliers across the Commonwealth. When Governor Beshear approached Ford about this initiative, it really struck a chord with us. There's no better way to give back to the community than by helping the youth here find a path for success. And whether their dream is to come and work at the Blue Oval, or one of these other great companies, or a form of higher education, we believe that industry can do its part in supporting them. So we want to thank Governor Beshear for your leadership. And we're truly excited to be part of this initiative, which will not only help strengthen the pipeline of qualified workers, but also shape the future for Louisville youth. So thank you very much.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for visiting us at Pleasure Ridge Park High School. I am Maddie Searcy, a senior here at Pleasure Ridge Park High School. I would like to speak on behalf of how I believe that this Everybody Counts project will impact students' motivation. I believe that many students who have so much value, just like it says, everybody counts, have so much value and so much power that they honestly can't always put into place. I feel as if a lot of students don't get the opportunities to attend college and to get these opportunities in these workforces because they feel as if they don't matter, or maybe their work wouldn't make an impact. But as a student at JCPS, I believe that all of us have an opportunity to excel in whatever we would like to do. I would also like to add a piece of the JCPS district that I believe has made a gigantic impact on students, and that is the idea of the Academies of Louisville. At Pleasure Ridge Park High School, we have multiple different academy pathways that you can follow through. Me personally, I'm in the teaching and learning pathway because I would love to pursue an education degree in JCPS or any other district. I believe that this Everybody Counts mission will make a huge impact on not only students in class of 22, 21, 23, but it will make a difference for the rest of JCPS and the rest of the districts. And I can't wait to see this project grow as I will be following a career in JCPS. Thank you.
I'm Callie, and I go to Fairdale High School, and I'm going to be talking about what this scholarship could, mean to me. So I come from, a big family where I have a lot of sisters and one little brother, and this scholarship could help me get into college with less debt. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous. I'm sorry. I plan to go to U of L. I want to pursue a job in social work. I've always wanted to help little kids get into a better home. And with this could help me a lot because my dad is the only one who works in my house. And like I said before, it can help me get into college with less debt. Thank you for this opportunity. Yes, thank you so much.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good to see everybody here. Governor, congratulations on your vision. Not many of you know, but the governor and I have a regularly scheduled phone call every 2 weeks, and we talk about what the other's doing and how we can be helpful. And about a month ago, the governor told me that he was working on this, and he thought it was going to get done. At that point, he wasn't sure. And when I heard what he said, I said, this is absolutely incredible. This is something that's transformational. It'd be transformational for our community and certainly for our young people. And we said that a lot. Last Friday, you may have seen, we passed a big bill in Washington called the Build Back Better Act. And a lot of that is, yeah. We still have to get it through the Senate, but at least if we get it through the Senate, the president will sign it. We know that. But a lot of the focus in that bill is on building for the future. Early childhood education for every 3- and 4-year-old in the country. Expanded child care, a wide variety of things. But the brilliance of it, and the thing that I have been so excited about is, for the first time since I've been in Congress, and this is my 15th year, we actually started thinking about the future and preparing for the future. And that's something that politicians don't do a very good job of. So I want to, once again, salute the governor and all the people who have made this possible. In addition, I chair the Budget Committee in the House of Representatives, but I'm also on the Education and Labor Committee. As a matter of fact, that was the committee I was on my first term in Congress. And there's a reason that they call it the Education and Labor Committee. They put those two areas of concern together in one committee because they are inseparable. And if we don't focus on education, then there are not going to be many good workers around as well. So I'm proud to be working in that area, but again, I'm so excited for all of you students there who now have expanded opportunities because of Everybody Counts. And again, this is a transformational thing for our community, and it will be a national news story, and it will be a national model. Thanks.
Everyone does count, and I want to take the opportunity to join the chorus of voices that are congratulating our governor for this wonderful vision. When he called me and told me about it, I was really excited about the Commonwealth. Oftentimes politicians will parade before us symbols of progress. What I appreciate about what the governor has done, and many of those who will share this stage today, is that he is not simply talking about symbols of progress. He's bringing substance to the symbols, and symbols are fine, they have their place, but you can't live off of symbols. You need substance. And this is exciting to me because as a community leader, as someone who cares about the Commonwealth and certainly cares about Louisville and cares about education as an educator myself, I'm excited about this because it is an investment not only in your present, but it's also an investment in the future. And you can tell when someone cares about the Commonwealth is because they're thinking beyond yesterday or today. They're thinking about tomorrow. I was in a conversation with someone just recently, and they said that the difference between being poor and not being poor is options. And one of the things that this does, as you've heard said so eloquently already here, is that this initiative provides options. And people have hope when they know they have options. People lose hope when they feel like they don't have options. I believe that one of the reasons why the homicide rate is so high is because people don't think about tomorrow. They don't think they have a future. But this particular initiative provides an opportunity, an option for you to rise to the heights that God has above you and live up to the best that God has in you. And so I do want to congratulate you again for this very bold vision. And I believe, as John Yarmouth says, I believe that this is going to be a model across the nation, a transformative model if people are smart, that it's going to be a transformative model across the nation, and it can very well change our nation for the better. Thank you.
Well, hello, everybody. It's a miracle we're getting this done in less than an hour. So thanks thanks for having us at PRP first. PRP has an incredible reputation throughout Louisville, so go to you guys. Keep up the good work. The Rev talked about hope, and oftentimes you hear people say there's not enough hope. If you look, there's hope. You don't have to look very hard today to kind of see the hope that this represents. To think as a high school senior, you can say, I don't have to worry about any financials to go to college, or I don't have to worry about getting a job. I don't know about you all, but man, that takes a lot off your plate. So this is a time of tremendous hope and a time of tremendous transformation. Todd Dunn said, things usually don't happen by luck. So I want to thank the people that put the foundation for this announcement in place. The Academies of Louisville. JCPS has done an incredible job partnering with businesses to understand what their needs are that led to making this announcement possible today and things happening much quicker than ever. Evol 502, our dream was to be able to talk to you all to say no financial barriers for a post-secondary credential or degree. Why? Number one disruptor of poverty. Number one disruptor of poverty. Check that off your list. Metropolitan College through UPS has demonstrated how you can have tens of thousands of people earn and learn, get a college degree without a debt. And then, of course, we can't forget our employers. We wouldn't be doing this without our employers. 4 stellar, world-class employers offering this here today. So my ask now is to you, the students, okay? Because this incredible announcement for Louisville, I would ask for you all now to be ambassadors for Everybody Counts, okay? Gov pulled us together. Thank you, Gov. He saw all these programs in place, but now we need to scale the message. Would ask each and every one of you all to start here this Thanksgiving week. When people say, oh, I don't know what to do, there's nothing going on, tell them, say, I want to tell you about a program called Everybody Counts. And watch people's jaws drop, because they'll say, Rev, I can't believe this. It's true. Okay, but now we need you all to take advantage of this opportunity and be great ambassadors for us in the community. So thanks to everybody for pulling this together. It's amazing what happens when people do good work over periods of time and how it culminates in moments like this. God bless you all. Happy Thanksgiving.
And the best news of the day, that was the last speaker. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Today's announcement, I hope, creates a lot of hope. It's now our job to operationalize it. And I know that everybody, JCPS and on this stage, is committed to making it happen. So for the press, we'll answer questions individually, preferably outside or all the way outside where it will be safer. Thank you all. Thank all of you for being here today. You made it really special. To our 2 students, you both did a great job. Thank you very much. And everybody counts. Every single one of us counts. Every single one of you counts. It's a great lesson of COVID. Every single person is connected. Every single person deserves a bright future, and we're going to make that happen. Thank y'all.